romance, breaking up, all of that kind of thing. And I ended up with 18 different ones, printed them off, cut them all up, rearranged them on my floor into this 3-person poem that's kind of like a story, or it has a story to it. So the challenge for me was like finding different things in different parts of her work and like her overall experience that connected. So different poems that were in the same vein, representing like different emotions with really the same emotion. So that was pretty difficult. And then putting it all together, kind of making it flow as one, because you'll notice that the lines aren't, it doesn't sound like it's all from one poem. Sometimes it sounds like mixed metaphors or just strange things, but making it flow and making connections between those different parts. And what I'm hoping that you guys get from it is just feeling an emotional connection to some part of it, because like for Final Five, passion can translate into love, and I think that's like the biggest thing. So yeah, that was incoherent, but hey, this is our Final Five, and I'm sorry for the length. So. I am done holding my tongue like a Bible. There is too much war in every verse of our silence. We have dug too many trenches away from ourselves.
I want to be the thought that slips your mind, the thought that makes you come to your senses. But I'm shy, so I'll never tell you that. Instead, I'll say something like, want to hold hands sometime? Want to come over to my house and watch TV? And I don't have a TV, so you'd be left flipping the channels with me.
It takes guts to tremble, and it takes so much tremble to love.
Every first date is a fucking earthquake, but I think I'm the exact font you've been searching for your entire life. I can tell by the way your finger hovers above the A key, that's me, awkward.
I'm not looking for someone who can save me. Life rafts may keep you afloat, but they rarely get you anywhere, and I've got places I want to go.
I want to hear every story about your whole life. Tell me again about the ghetto blaster birthday cake. Tell me again how you were master pumpkin carver.
Tell me you're a liar. I will say I already know that you are a master yogi when it comes to stretching the truth. But I'm willing to bet that we both have a history of downward dog, and sometimes you've got to bend to keep seeing love.
I am missing you most in the silence between songs on my favorite record. Sometimes it takes so long for the music to start.
I want you to tell me about every person you've ever been in love with. Tell me why you love them, and tell me why they loved you.
I still love you the way moons love the planets that are circling around, the way children love recess bells. I still hear the sound of you and think of playgrounds.
You are here listening to me tell you that I've only been stung by a bee twice in my life. Both times I was stung in the mouth. I still carry the stingers under my tongue, so I never forget where honey comes from.
See, I want to know more than what you do for a living. I want to know how much of your life you spend just giving, and if you love yourself enough to also receive some time.
I've been wrapping one-night stands around my body like wedding bands, but none of them fit in the morning. They just slip off my fingers and slip at the door, and all that lingers is the scent of you. I once swore if I threw that scent into a wishing well, all the wishes in the world would come true.
See, I want to know if you believe in any God, or if you believe in many gods, or better yet, what gods believe in you. And for all the times you've knelt before the temple of yourself, have the prayers you've asked come true.
I wish you were here. I've been missing you like crazy. I've been hazy-eyed staring at the bottom of my glass again, thinking of that time when it was so full.
In the ghost town of our love, there is a player piano trying to prove that it can make music without being touched. My fingertips miss her so much.
My love's last love is a sword I keep falling on. I think too much when I kiss. If love did not exist, I would be so goddamn safe. My poems would be billboards. Suburbia would be enough. I would not have to gut myself to find my spine crushed into powder and brushed on your cheekbones.
Do you think that anger is a sincere emotion, or just the timid motion of a fragile heart trying to beat away its pain?
I don't know the lyrics to the song you were born to sing, but I know your fingers will bleed when you play the chords. Because maybe you'll need me then like I need you now. When I say that I miss you, I mean something more.
We tried so hard. When I said, give me a ring, she thought I meant to call.
I just know that we cried at the exact same time in every movie, that we blushed every day for the first 2 years. Lying.
I know
I always stole the covers, and she never woke me up.
You have to understand that when it hurt to love her, it hurt the way the light hurts your eyes in the middle of the night, but I had to see.
She was an anthem, and I was a stadium full of patriots with their hands on their hearts. Honestly, my hand is still on my heart. As the fireworks announce the end of the game and the colors in the sky chase the birds inside, have you seen the nest they are building from everything we've left behind?
For you have a heart of gold, and I am kneeling in your bloodstream, panning for the only thing that has ever felt like home.
Because maybe I need you the way that big moon needs the open sea. Maybe I didn't even know I was here until I saw you holding me.
In your arms I forget what yarn was of sweaters. I forget how to hold myself together. So if I unfold now like a love letter, tell me you'll write back soon. Tell me you'll still come untied.
You are the sound of grasshoppers making love on a rose bush outside the schoolyard. Where the 4-year-olds ask me, what are the grasshoppers doing? And I tell them they are dancing to the music of you are the gaps in my ribcage where the sunlight shines through to my heart. You are the part of the sunset that is so pink the grasshoppers think, maybe we should just stop and watch.
I want to know that 50 years from now, when you're in a hospital room getting ready to die, when visiting hours are for family members only, I want to know they'll let me in to say goodbye. Because I've been 50 years memorizing the way the lines meet your eyes from rivers when you cry, and I've held my hand at your cheek like an ocean, saying, baby, float in me. Because 50 years I've watched you grow with me, 50 years of you never letting go of me, through nightmares and dreams and everything in between, from the day I said, buy me a ring. Buy me a ring that'll turn my finger green so I can imagine our love is a forest. I want to get lost in you. And I swear I grew like a flower every hour of the 50 years I was with you.
I don't want to leave this life without ever having come home, and I want to come home to you. I can figure out the rain.
Yeah, there were times when we were both half in and half out of the door, but I never needed more than the stars of your grin to lead me home. For 50 years, you were my favorite poem, and I would read you every night, knowing that I may never understand every word. But that was okay, because the lines of you were the closest thing to holy I'd ever heard. We'd say this kind of love has to be a verb. We are paint on a slick canvas. It's going to take a whole lot to stick. But if we do, we'll be a masterpiece. And we were.
My grandparents were married for 63 years. On the day my grandfather died, he lay in bed and said nothing but love, 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 love. Then he puckered his lips and kissed my grandmother for the last time.
Love.
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 Love is like sunshine. Sometimes you've got to get burned to know you were there. I want to know that I'm here, every part of me. My heart, like the river's eyes, open like the first time it sees the ocean. My God, look at those waves. Listen to that thundering tide. Can you imagine anything more frightening? Can you imagine anything more alive?
I don't know how this will end. Maybe the equator will fall like a hula hoop from the Earth's hips, and our mouths will freeze mid-kiss on our 80th anniversary. Or maybe tomorrow, my absolute insanity combined with the absolute obstacle course of your communication skills will leave us like a love letter in a landfill. But whenever, wherever, however this ends, I want you to know that right now, I love you forever. I love you for the hardest mile we walked together.
You will never be let down by anyone more than you will be let down by the person you love most in this world. It's how gravity works. It's why they call it falling. It's why the truth is harder to tell.
So wherever you are, I hope you are happy. I really do. I hope the stars are kissing your cheeks. I hope your lungs are breathing in this life. And I hope there is a kite in your hand.
There's a man in the moon I still call Jesus sometimes. My body is a temple where I have burned so many scriptures. I see smoke every time I look in the mirror. Stay.
But she has lips like wasabi. My eyes water every time we kiss. Makes me wish we had a porch swing and a little home. Makes me wish I could right wrongs instead of poems.
Stay. There's a snowflake on my tongue. I want to melt on your apron now.
And there's something like an ocean in the motion of your fingertips when you sweep your hair from your eyes and you stare into mine like you know I'm not an angel, but I used to be.
You are a mystery I promise I will never try to solve.
And I'm more than sure that you're all wrong for me. You're all right with me, we have a lot in common, and I'm not attracted to common things. I prefer we sink our tears so we can save the water to drown our fears.
You will always feel safe, knowing I will never make a piñata of your heart. You will never have to lose yourself to win me over.
Tonight, when you kiss me, I left a poem in your mouth. You can hear some of the lines every time you breathe out. It's not the best thing I've ever written. I'm still working on the rhythm. My tongue gets tied sometimes. My throat gets dry. My voice starts trembling. Honestly, the only thing I've mastered is how to write a really good ending. But I'm getting tired of finished lines.
Still waiting for that one moment when your collarbone phones my mother at home, thanks her for giving birth to my breath. And the tides of your chest rise and fall on the shore. And I swear I can hear the sound of every name I was ever given. And every life I lived before, singing arias from the vocal cords of your pores.
And this time, I'm not turning back. I'm not turning in. I'm turning over every leaf of all my leaving. So if I ever feel far away, know that I'm not gone. I'm just underneath all of my grief, adjusting the dial on my radio fix so I can take this life with all of its love and all of its loss.
If you see her, tell her I made a song for the dial tone. Tell her I made a papier-mâché glider plane from our unfinished poem.
See, I already know you are the place where I'm going to finally sing without any static meaning. I'm never going to wait that extra 20 minutes to text you, and I'm never going to play hard to get when I know that your life has been hard enough already, when we know everyone's life has been hard enough already.
If you see her, tell her the moon is all her fault.
Because my heart is a parachute that has never opened in time, but I want to fuck up that pattern. And leave a hole where the cold comes in and fill it every day with your sun. Because anyone who has ever sat in lotus for more than a few seconds knows it takes a hell of a lot more muscle to stay than to go.
That was love.
As easy as that.
We never fall.
We always jump.
We always jump.